Hello, I am here to talk to you about the 2011 Virginia earthquake, which, as you may have figured out, happened in the United States here in Virginia. So, I have found that the earthquake occurred on August 23rd, 2011 at 1:51 p.m. And it lasted just shy of 2 minutes, about a minute 51 or so, which is fairly standard for earthquakes. The earthquake was recorded as a magnitude 5.8 on the Richter scale, and also on the moment magnitude scale. The highest intensity was an 8 on the modified Mercalli intensity scale, which is considered severe, but considering the size of the earthquake, there were other intensities that were measured as well on that scale. This earthquake was considered an intraplate earthquake, and it was caused by a reverse slip on a previously unrecognized thrust fault, basically. It was not known to be there before. It is not known, and it has been named, and the name of it is the Quail Fault Zone. The cause of the earthquake is attributed to the ongoing compression of the North American plate, and it's being pushed westward by the spreading of the Mid-Atlantic Ridge. This earthquake is thought to have originated near a crossroads, basically where two or more geologic features and rock types intersect. This earthquake in Virginia was the strongest on record, and it was felt by more people than any other earthquake in the United States. The damage that came from this earthquake was estimated between 2 to 300 million, and significantly it caused damage to some historic structures in Washington, D.C. There was no surface faulting observed following the earthquake, and it is believed that the rupture occurred in the subsurface, approximately 2 to 8 kilometers in depth. This earthquake kind of brought attention to how earthquakes in North America are created by the geologic influences and the different geologic structures that we have in North America and what they can cause by movement and change over time. So some of the associated hazards here with the Virginia earthquake, the primary hazard was ground shaking with a 5.8 measured earthquake, and it was felt in a large area of the North America from Georgia to Canada. There were landslides that were caused by this earthquake, and they were actually caused a lot further away than they were expected, about 150 miles from the epicenter, for an earthquake of this size. There was some minor liquefaction, sand boils that were observed during this earthquake. The North Anna Nuclear Power Station, which is located near the epicenter, was automatically shut down, which was the first time a nuclear plant was shut down by an earthquake. And some of the long-term effects, mitigation efforts from this earthquake, it's led to stricter building code and enforcement of those building codes in the eastern U.S., because most of the buildings in the eastern U.S. were not designed for earthquake resistance. So a lot of them were built with new building codes, but a lot of them were retrofitted to withstand earthquakes. There was also an uptick in education campaigns, disaster planning in cities, emergency kits and utility shutoffs were promoted, and a lot of this led to improved hazard mapping, more early warning systems, and, like I said, a lot more risk-informed policy enforcement, because people now realize that this can actually happen.